You wake up, and before your feet even hit the floor, the thoughts start. What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? What if everyone realizes I've been faking it all along? You've had those thoughts. Maybe you're having one right now. That quiet voice in the back of your head, the one that shows up at the worst possible moment, right before you take a risk, speak your truth, or chase something that matters. That's self-doubt, and it is exhausting.
Here's what nobody tells you about self-doubt. It's not a sign that you're weak. It's not a sign that you're broken. It's not even a sign that you're wrong. Self-doubt shows up the most when something actually matters to you. Your brain is trying to protect you. It's running old programs, old fears, old stories. Stories written by a younger version of you who didn't have the tools, the experience, or the wisdom you have now. Here's something most people never realize. The people who doubt themselves the most are usually the ones who care the most. Self-doubt isn't a character flaw, it's a sign of high self-awareness. It means you're paying attention, you hold yourself to a standard. The problem isn't that you doubt yourself. The problem is that you believe the doubt without question. So today, that changes. Here are 6 mind tricks to shut self-doubt down and take your power back. You are not destined to live inside your own head forever. These tricks are not magic. They're mental habits. Simple, practical, and they work. But only if you actually use them. So, let's get into it.
Trick number 1. Reality check your thoughts. Psychologists call this cognitive distortion, when your brain presents a fear as a fact. It's not lying to you on purpose. It's just wired to overestimate threat. Self-doubt is loud, but loud doesn't mean true. The next time a negative thought hits you, stop. And ask yourself one question. Is this actually true, or is this just fear talking? Most of the time, it's fear, not fact. Your brain will tell you you're going to fail. Your brain will tell you you're not ready. Your brain will tell you everyone is judging you. Challenge it. Where's the evidence? Because a thought is not proof, and doubt is not data. Trick number 2, reflect on your wins. This is called the negativity bias. Your brain stores painful memories more vividly than positive ones. It's a survival mechanism. But it also means you're underestimating yourself every single day. Self-doubt has a short memory. It forgets everything you've already done. Think about it. How many hard things have you survived? How many times did you think you couldn't, and then you did? You have a track record of getting through it. Write down 3 wins. They don't have to be huge. Finished a project you wanted to quit? Had a hard conversation you'd been avoiding? Showed up when everything in you wanted to hide. That's real. That's you. And self-doubt can't take that away. Trick number 3. Break it down. Psychologists call this task paralysis. When a goal feels too big, your brain reads it as a threat and shuts down. The fix isn't more motivation, it's a smaller target. Sometimes self-doubt isn't just fear. Sometimes it's overwhelm wearing a mask. You're looking at the mountain, and it feels impossible, so you freeze. Here's the fix. Stop looking at the mountain. Look at the next step, just one. You don't have to figure out the whole plan right now. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to do the next thing. One email, one call, one paragraph, one rep. Action kills self-doubt. Paralysis feeds it. Trick number 4. Visualize the win. Research shows that mental rehearsal activates the same neural pathways as physical practice. Your brain builds confidence from imagination just as much from experience. Your mind doesn't know the difference between something you vividly imagine and something you've actually experienced. So stop rehearsing failure. You do it all the time, by the way, playing out every worst-case scenario, every awkward moment, every way it could go wrong. Flip the script. Close your eyes. Picture yourself nailing it, the speech going well, the interview landing perfectly, the moment you realize you actually did it. Feel it, hold it, let that version of you become familiar, because where your mind goes, your energy follows. Train it to go somewhere worth going. Trick number 5. Stop comparing. Start competing with yourself. Psychologists call this the comparison trap. Social media amplifies it by design. You're always seeing someone's best day stacked against your average Tuesday. It's not a fair fight, and it was never meant to be. Comparison is self-doubt on steroids. You're scrolling, you're watching someone else's highlight reel, and suddenly your real life starts to feel like not enough. But you're not racing them, you're racing yesterday's version of you. Someone else's success is not your failure. Someone else's pace is not your deadline. Someone else's path is not your roadmap. Ask yourself, am I better today than I was last month? Am I growing, even if slowly? Am I showing up, even when it's hard? If yes, you're winning. Stay in your lane. Your lane leads somewhere great. And the last one, most people know it exists. Almost nobody actually does it. Trick number 6. Talk back to self-doubt. This is what therapists call cognitive diffusion, separating yourself from your thoughts instead of becoming them. You are not your inner critic. You're the one listening to it, and you are allowed to disagree. Self-doubt speaks, but here's what most people never realize. You are allowed to answer back. When that voice says, "You're going to fail," say out loud, "Maybe, but I'm going to try anyway." When it says, "You're not ready," say, "I'm not supposed to feel ready. I just have to start." When it says, "Who do you think you are?" say, "Someone who's figuring it out," and that's enough. You don't silence self-doubt by ignoring it. You silence it by standing up to it. Here's the truth about self-doubt. It shows up because you care, because what you're chasing means something to you, because you're not sleepwalking through life. The people who never doubt themselves, they're usually the ones who stopped dreaming. You still have fire. That voice in your head, that uncomfortable, relentless self-doubt, is actually proof that you still want more. Don't silence the dreamer. Direct the doubt. Reality check your thoughts. Celebrate your wins. Break it down into steps. Visualize success. Stay in your lane and talk back to that voice. You are not the sum of your fears. You are the product of your choices. And every time you push through the doubt, you become more of who you were always meant to be. You've always had it in you. Now, go prove it.